I've got a lot of that today. Okay, but just put the toes down and do it like that rather than trying to lift up. So come on up to stand and let's start to shake everything out. Yeah. So if you want to bring your bricks into the position at the back of the mat, okay, and then lie down with the bricks, with the vertical brick between your shoulder blades. If that's not okay for your body, then just lie down and get comfortable, okay? And then once you find yourself somewhat comfortable, if you want to bring the soles of the feet together, you're welcome to. If not, just let the legs go out wide. And then close your eyes and take a deep breath in and then sigh the breath out through the mouth. And again, deep breath in and a big sigh. One more time. And allow the breath to flow in and out freely and softly. And watch as the breath flows in. Watch as the breath flows out. And become aware of how you're feeling. Become aware of how you're breathing. Maybe take a moment just to check in, notice whether you're holding tension anywhere. Okay? So just start to become aware of your own body and how it feels. And then gently invite the breath in to be deeper and the breath out to be longer, just breath by breath. And we're going to be working a lot on our outer hips, okay, on a muscle group called the abductors. And the abductors take your legs away from the midline, so opening out. Okay? And I think some of us did this on Monday and recognized that, oh, they're there, we could feel them, and how one side is a little weaker than the other, which is totally normal in all people. Everybody has one side that's a little weaker than the other, okay? But when we start to have an awareness, then we know where we need to work, and then we just need to put in the work to create the balance. Okay? And so I've been quoting myself all week this week, it's amazing. So awareness and willingness to put in the work are the key ingredients to growth and change. That's how I see it anyway. And that's not just for on the mat. When you become aware of how you react, how you live, how you interact, then with that awareness, you can either choose to just accept that this is who you are and be happy with that, or if you feel that's not how you want to be, then you can start to create change by putting in the work to change, right? So that's what we're working on today. So hopefully you'll feel your outer hips like I've been feeling for the last few days. Let's start to engage the muscles of the pelvic floor. So when you're breathing out, gently lift the pelvic floor muscles up, hugging them in and then lifting them up. And when you breathe in, let them open wide and drop back down. Breathing out, squeeze in from the front sides and back and lift up. And breathing in, let them open wide and relax back down. And then add in the ribs too, if you like, so that when you're breathing out, you're engaging the pelvic floor and you're drawing the front ribs back towards the spine. And as you breathe in, the ribs expand and the pelvic floor muscles widen and drop down. Okay? Breathing out, lift and hug the ribs in. Breathing in, relax everything and let them go wide. And then on your next out breath, if you are lying on the bricks, place your feet on the mat, roll over to one side and move the bricks out. If you're not lying on the bricks, you don't have to move just yet. But you might want to just extend the legs out in front of you. And then when you're ready, let's do a big full body stretch, reaching the arms and the legs away from each other. And then stretch your right side a little bit more, and then the left side a little bit more. And keep that going a few times. And when you've done both sides evenly, then use your next out breath to bend the knees and hug them into your chest. Wrap your arms across your legs. Give yourself a big, big cuddle. Okay? And rocking gently side to side, maybe forehead up towards the knees. And then if you've got your head up, relax your head back down and do a few hip circles here. Okay? Start to circle into the hip joints, maybe roll your shoulders back and down a few times. And then go the opposite direction a few times. Wonderful. And let's extend the arms and the legs up towards the ceiling and rotate the wrists and ankles a few times in one direction. And a few times in the opposite direction. Lovely. And then let's lower the feet down to the mat. Okay? And we're going to either keep our left knee bent, foot on the floor, so to make it a little gentler. And then let's take the right leg up towards the ceiling. And if you don't want to be so gentle, then you can extend the left leg forward, but keep it on the floor for now. Hands on the floor alongside you, head down. Okay? As you breathe out, you're just going to gently lower that right leg straight down. And inhale, lift back up. And exhale, lower back down again. Inhale and lift back up. Exhale and lower down. Inhale and lift up. And now we're going to make it a little harder if you wish. Take your hands underneath your head. Lift your head and shoulders off the floor. And again, you have a choice. You can keep your left foot down and you can let your left foot hover. Deep breath in. Exhale, begin to lower the right leg down. Inhale and lift back up. Exhale, draw the pelvic floor in, lower the right leg. Inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. Inhale and lift. One more. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Squeeze your legs together. Exhale, twist to the right. Maybe reach your arms to the outside of your legs. Keep squeezing the legs in. Pulse up and down a few times. And then lower down. And we're going to lower everything down and do a full body stretch. And then we're going to bring that right leg up again. Okay? Option 1, you just keep your head on the floor. Option 2, lift your head up again. But let's this time keep the left foot on the floor, but flex the foot so that the toes are pointing up. And as you breathe out, you're going to just gently take that right leg out to the right. Inhale back up to center. Exhale and take it out. Notice your outer hip. Inhale back to center. Exhale, take it out again. Inhale back to center. And then lower the legs down and do another full body stretch, reaching your arms and your legs as far away from each other as you can. And then bring your hands back down. And option 1, bend the right knee, have the right foot on the floor. Option 2, you can keep the right leg straight. And let's take the left leg up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, begin to lower the left leg straight down. Don't let it wing out. Inhale and lift back up. And exhale, lower it straight down again. Inhale and lift up. Exhale and lower. And then inhale, lift it up. And you can repeat this again, or you can take your hands underneath your head and lift your head and shoulders off the floor, and maybe even float the right foot off the floor, your choice, okay? And when you're ready, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Last one. Exhale, lower. Bless you. Inhale, lift. And then take a breath in here. Squeeze your legs together. As you exhale, you're twisting to the left, reaching the arms to the outside, and maybe pulse up and down a few times. And then lower down and do a full body stretch. Point the toes forward, get really long. And then we're going to lift that left leg back up, flex it. And you can keep your head on the floor or lift your head up with your hands under your head, your choice, okay? Take a deep breath in and exhale, lower the leg down to the left. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, to the left. Inhale back to center. Last one. Exhale, lower. And then inhale, bring it back up. Lower it down. Do a full body stretch. Wonderful. And then let's just do a twist here. So any twist of your choice. Personally, I would do the wide knee, bent knee, wide feet, wide knee twist, because it lengthens the front of my body a little bit more, and that's kind of what I need right now. But you pick a twist of your choice, and feel free to move side to side or hold it for a breath or two. And then when you're ready, when you've done both sides, and bring the knees into the chest and begin to roll up and down the spine, or roll over to one side to come all the way up. Okay? And we're going to come onto our hands and knees. I'm just going to take my first jumper off. There'll be more. So, hands, shoulders, elbows and wrists in alignment, okay? And knees underneath the hips. And as you breathe inside your chest, forward, look up, and then just hold it here a moment because it feels nice, and you might want to just wag your tail a little bit. And then exhale and round the spine. Okay? And again, wag it out a little. And then you can start to go into your crazy cat. Move everything, every little joint in your spine. Wonderful. And then let's bring our legs closer together, turn sideways. Sorry, not you. I'm talking to my laptop now, with my iPad now as well. Turn sideways. I'm trying to read it, you won't turn with me. Right, so have your legs in I am losing the plot. We're going to inhale, lift our right leg up, okay, and press that heel up. And then I want you to just try letting the left hip sink out to the left a little bit, and then try to take that right leg out to the side and lift it as high as you can lift it. And now I want you to suck that left hip in, and then see if you can lift it a little higher. And then lower it down, and we'll do the other side, okay? So inhale, lift the left heel up, flex it, and then let your right hip sink so that it's not engaged, and then lift that left knee up, okay, to the side. Now suck that right hip back in, see if you can lift it up a little higher, and then lower it down. Hopefully you feel that a little bit. So then from here, I want you to sink your belly down again and have your tailbone reaching up a moment, okay? And then think about pressing the knees out wide, just to wake up the outer hips a little bit more. Can you feel your outer hips? And exhale, keeping the hips as they are, so we're not rounding the spine for this one. We're going to lift the knees up and press back towards downward dog, but keeping the knees bent, the heels off the floor, and the bum reaching up towards the ceiling a little bit. Press the back of your thighs away from each other, like you're trying to pull your feet away from each other. Can you feel your outer hips, your abductors working here? Okay. You can answer.
Yes.
Okay. And then start to extend the legs and bend one knee and then the other a few times. Walking your dog out. Hello, Katia. And then when you're ready, bend the knees a little, look forward, take a breath, and as you breathe out, step or jump to the front of the mat. And just hang out in that soft forward bend, shaking the head out. Nodding your head, shaking your head. And when you're ready, use your out breath to come all the way up to stand. Bless you. And then I just want to do this one. I know it's not a workshop, but sometimes it's really important to just feel things a little bit. So I want you to grab a brick and stand on it with one foot. Okay, sorry. Go. Okay. And then I want you to just let the leg that's on the brick, let that be a little floppy, so you're not engaging anything, right? And then take the other leg a little out to the side and turn the thigh bone inwards a little bit. So, and then from here, lift it, okay? And then lower it down, okay? And then I want you to then really take that out again, turn the thigh bone in, and suck the standing hip in. So really engage that. And then see if you can lift higher. Okay, so really suck that in and then lower down, and we'll do the other side. Okay? In fact, we'll do a gentle one on this side first. Okay? So stand here, let this hip drop. Now I want you to suck this in and notice what happens to the other hip. Right? So then let this sink and suck it in. Can you feel this one lifting? Yeah? And now try lifting the leg up. Keep this standing leg sucked in tight. And then lower down. Fabulous. I hope you're starting to feel them now. We're going to go through a few sun salutes. Keep your bricks nearby. I'm keeping mine that way only because I turn sideways, so ignore me. Okay? So it's standing tall at the front of the mat. And me. It's still not gone. We're going to inhale, push into the feet, lift the arms up, lift the chest up, and as you exhale, lift up the thighs, the quads, and fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway, nice long spine. Exhale, take your hands down, step or jump back into downward dog. Okay. We're going to inhale, bend the knees a little. Exhale, press the thighs back, way forward, coming into plank. Inhale in plank. And as you exhale, you can lower chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhaling into cobra or upward dog. And exhaling back into downward dog. And as you breathe in, lift your right leg up, but keep the hip squared. In fact, if anything, allow your left hip to sink a little bit to the left. Okay? And now I want you to suck that left hip in like you mean it. And start to open out your right hip, reaching that right leg up, and then bend that right knee a little bit. Bend your right knee, keep pressing the outside edge of that right knee up. Fabulous. Now, again, exhale, let your left hip relax. See if you can square off your hips so that both hip bones are pointing down to the floor. Take a deep breath in there. And as you exhale, you can step your right foot forward and ground your left heel down for warrior two. Inhale, look a little forward. Exhale, push into the feet, come all the way up. And then from here, I want you to bring your left hand onto your left hip. Stick your butt out behind you. Okay? Take your right hand to the outside of your right knee. Okay? And then from here, without scooping your bum back, keep your bum out, you're pushing your knee and your hand against each other. Okay? And just breathe there, man, and really press the knee and the hand against each other. Wonderful. And then we're going to come back into warrior two. So I want you now to send the tailbone under and lift back up into warrior two. And just for a moment again, inhale, stick your bum back. Now exhale, curl it back under. So really working. When you've got these working for you, the front thigh will open out a little bit more, right? So one more time, inhale, stick it back. Exhale, pull the belly in and curve that spine back in. Beautiful. And then on your next out breath, cartwheel your hands down and go back into downward dog. Have a little dog walk. Okay. And let's just do the other side straight away. So inhale, lift your left leg up, but keep the hips squared for a moment just to notice it. And then when you're ready, you can start to suck that right hip and spin the hips open to the left. Bend the left knee and really press the outside of your left knee up. And then on your next in-breath, square off the hips again. Take a deep breath in, then exhale, step that left foot forward and ground your right heel down for warrior two. Inhale, look forward. Exhale and lift all the way up. And then right hand onto your right hip and stick your bottom back. So literally feel it going back towards your friend. And notice, you might notice that front knee dropping in as you stick your bum back, right? Take your left hand to the outside of the knee and press that knee into the hand. Okay. Can you feel as you, if you allow your knee to drop in a little bit and then press up, can you feel the action in your left hip working there? Right. And then scoop that hip under, inhale, come up into warrior two. And then we're going to exhale here, hugging the feet in, and inhale, stick a bum back. Exhale, scoop and really get that left sit bone underneath you. Inhale, send it back. Exhale and squeeze that left sit bone under. One more time. Inhale, stick it back. Exhale, scoop it under, and then take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, cartwheel your hands down, go back into downward dog. And then you might want to walk it out. You might want to try turning your right heel in towards your left foot, bending the left knee and pressing your bottom back. Okay, I'll turn around so you can see what I mean. Okay? And then you can do the other side when you've done it a few times, so you can turn your left heel into the center and bend the right knee, and breathe. And then those who want to vinyasa, we're going to vinyasa. If you don't want to vinyasa, please have a little rest. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, press the thighs back, way forward, coming into plank. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin. Inhaling into cobra or upward dog. And exhaling back into downward dog. Bend the knees, look forward, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, step or jump to the front of the mat. And widen your feet so that they're roughly 2 fists distance apart, so hip width apart. We're going to sink our bum down and inhale, lift up into chair pose. Okay? Now from here, again, just first of all, check you're not dumping into your lower back too much. Okay? And we're going to have a sense of pressing the feet and the knees outwards. And hopefully you feel your outer hips switching on, saying hello. Okay? And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step or jump back into downward dog. And as you breathe in, let's lift the right leg up, bend the right knee, open the hips out, and suck that left hip in. Okay? And then exhale next time, square off the hips, step the foot forward, and ground your left heel down for warrior 2 again. And we're going to inhale, look a little forward. Exhale, push into the feet, come all the way up into warrior 2. And remember that little, let's do it once. Stick a bum out, inhale. Exhale, scoop that bum back in, especially that right sit bone. Inhale here. As you exhale, lean forward and bring the right forearm down. Okay? And we're going to inhale, spin the chest up. And exhale, take that left hand behind the head. And then just for a moment, stick your bum out again, inhale. Exhale, scoop it under again and spin the chest up. Inhale there. Exhale, spin the chest down, maybe releasing the bum out a little bit. And then inhale, tuck the bum in and spin the chest up. Exhale, release the bum out behind you, spin the chest down, elbow down. And inhale even. Scoop it under and spin the chest up. One more time. Exhale, stick your bum out, bring the elbow down. And inhale, spin it up, release that left arm up. And as you exhale, cartwheel your hands down, go back into downward dog. And inhale, lift your left leg up. Bend the left knee, open the hips out, suck that right hip back in. And then exhale next time, square off the hips and step your left foot forward. Ground your right heel down. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, scoop your bum under, lift all the way up into warrior 2. Inhale, bum back. Exhale, scoop especially the left sit bone under. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach forward, bringing your left forearm down. Right arm up, chest up. Inhale here. Exhale, the hand behind the head. Okay? And then inhale, spin the chest up. Exhale, stick your bum back a little as you fold and bring your right elbow down. Inhale, scoop your left sit bone under, spin the chest up. Exhale, stick it out and spin the chest down. Inhale, spin it up again, scooping your sit bone under. Exhale, spin it down again. Last one. Inhale, scoop your tailbone under, spin the chest up, take your right arm up. And exhale, take it down and go all the way back into downward dog. Okay? Again, have a little dog walk. And then if you want to vinyasa, have a little vinyasa. Those who want to rest, have a little rest, have a drink of water. Okay? I'm finally warming up. Finally. So if you've gone through a vinyasa and you want to grab some water, grab some water. If you want a little less rest, have a little rest. We're all okay? You feeling it? ballet, I'm going to use yoga to make it so that I don't feel it so much after ballet. I'm going to strengthen it, so, right. So when you're ready, back into downward dog. Okay. And then let's inhale the right leg up again. Bend that right knee, open the hips out. Okay. Exhale there. Let's just do one more deep breath in. Really suck that left hip in. Open the right hip out. And then exhale next time. Step your right foot forward. Grab your left heel down for warrior two. Inhale, stick your bum out behind you. Exhale, scoop it under and bring your right forearm onto your right thigh. Spin the chest up, left arm up. Okay. Take a deep breath in here. Squeeze your legs in towards each other. Those who want to stay here, stay here. Those who want to take their hands down to the ankle, they can do that. Or you can scoop your sit bone under, especially that right sit bone. Reach your right arm forward and hold it here and breathe. And hug your feet in towards each other. Belly in. Everything super engaged. And then exhale next time. Bring both hands down and you're going to spin onto the balls of your left foot. And you can have your hands on the bricks and the bricks can be as high as you want them to be. Slide your hips back, work your right leg towards straight. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, fold over that right leg. Relax the neck and gently sway your hips side to side. Inhale, bend that front knee. And exhale, step back into downward dog. And let's inhale, lift the left leg up, bend the left knee, open the hips out. Exhale there. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, square off the hips and step your left foot forward. Ground your right heel down for warrior two. Inhale, stick your bum out behind you. Exhale, squeeze that left sit bone under, and you can either bring your left foot, let's all bring our left forearm down. Spin the chest up, take the right arm up. Okay? And then again, those who want to stay here, please stay here. Those who want to slide their left hand down to their left ankle, you can do that. Hug the feet in towards each other. If you want a bit more, you can lift that left arm and reach it forward. And hug your feet in so that there is there's strength in the pose. Okay? Breathe. And then exhale next time, release the hands down. Spin onto the ball of your right foot. Work your hips back so that you can straighten your left leg. Hands can be on bricks as always. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, fold and gently square the, not square, what am I trying to say? Sway the hips. Square, sway, all the same. And then inhale, bend that front knee again. Exhale, go back into downward dog. And let's go ahead and vinyasa for those who want to vinyasa. If you don't want to, have a rest, okay? So if you vinyasa, inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, come forward into plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. For upward dog. And exhale, back into downward dog. Last one before we go and do our standing sequence, right? So let's inhale, lift our right leg up, bend the right knee, open the hips out again, okay? And exhale, step the right foot forward, ground your left heel down for warrior two again. Now, this time, if you have a brick, take the brick next to your right ankle on the outside and turn the brick up as high as you want it to go, okay? We're going to stick our bum back, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, scoop your bum under, spin the chest open, and you can take your left arm up if you wish, and then inhale here. As you exhale, work that right leg towards straight. Inhale and bend. Exhale and extend. Inhale and bend. Exhale, extend and hold it. So remember, the brick can go higher, it can go lower. If you don't need it, you can get your hands down to the floor. That's all good. But try to lengthen out both sides of your waist and scoop that right sit bone under. Beautiful. Exhale next time. Bend your right knee and bring your left hand down. Spin onto the ball of your left foot. Okay? And bring your brick to the inside of your right foot with your left hand on it. Squeeze your inner thighs together, have your right hand onto your sacrum. Inhale, look forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale, work that front leg towards straight, squeeze the legs together. Inhale, lengthen a little more, and then exhale, spin your chest, just the chest to the right. Squeeze your inner thighs together, maybe lift the right arm up if it feels good. So we're now working the inside of the legs and giving the outside of the leg a little bit of a release. Inhale, bend that front knee and bring your hands back down to the mat. Exhale, go back into downward dog. Walk it out a little. Then inhale, lift your left leg up, bend the left knee, open the hips out. Okay. Exhale, square off the hip, step your left foot forward. Again, brick on the outside of your left foot as high or as low as you want it to be. And as you breathe in, stick your bottom back behind you. As you breathe out, scoop your bum under, especially that left sit bone. Spin the chest up, take your right arm up. Wonderful. Then from here, take a deep breath in, hug the feet towards each other. Exhale, work your left leg towards straight. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. And then hold it. Think about spinning the chest up, hugging the feet in towards each other. Have I forgotten anything? Haven't I? No. Not yet.
Not so far.
Yeah. Not yet.
There's still time.
And then on your next out breath, you can bend that front knee, bring your right hand down, left hand down, and move your brick to the inside of your left foot with your right hand on it. You're on the ball of your back foot, the heel is lifted. Squeeze the legs together and take your left hand onto your sacrum. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, slide your hips back, work your left leg towards straight. Inhale, lengthen. And then as you exhale, spin just the chest to the left. Okay. And then if you want to, you can take the left arm up, squeeze your legs together. Okay. Breathe, smile. And then exhale, bend that front knee, hands down, go back into downward dog, have a little dog walk. And as always, those who want to have a little rest, have a little rest. Those who want to vinyasa, we're going to do it a little bit differently. So inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, press the thighs back, way forward, sink the hips down and lift up into up dog. Inhale. Exhale, you can lower to the floor or you can pull the belly up and go into chaturanga. And then lower all the way down and inhale into cobra or up dog. And exhale, everybody, if you can come back into downward dog, bend the knees, look forward, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, step or jump to the front of the mat, okay? And this is going to be a little bit of fun. Bring your brick down in front of you. And put it as high up as you can so that you can have a nice long spine, okay? And we're going to just have a little play of letting the right hip just sink out to the right and take the left foot out to the side, turn the thigh bone in. So you're not engaging your right leg, it's floppy, okay? Left foot out to the side and turn the thigh bone in and start to lift that left leg up, okay? And now switch on that right hip by sucking the right hip in and see if you can lift that left leg up a little bit more, flex the foot. And then lower it down, okay? So, just like what we were doing standing on the brick earlier, right? Where we let one hip drop, the other hip doesn't want to lift. When you engage, the hip lifts up. Same thing, so let's do the other side. So bring that left foot in, okay? And let your left hip just be floppy. Your left leg is floppy. Take your right foot out to the side, spin your thigh bone in, okay? And now with that left hip floppy, lift that right leg. And notice how you can't really go very far. Now engage your left hip by sucking that left hip in. And then you might find that you can lift the right leg up a little bit more, okay? And then lower it down and come up to stand, give it a little shake. I know. So, if you're struggling to engage it, this is where the work is. It will help you lift and open, okay? So now we're going to do the sequence. I want to show you first. I don't know if you could see any of it online the other day. I'm going to turn sideways, okay? And I'm going to try to say this, explain what's happening while I'm doing it without dying all at once. So let's just see, okay? So I'm going to stand on this leg, see, which is my stronger leg. So I'm going to take one leg back into warrior 3, like we always do, try to keep the hips squared, right? And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the outer hip muscle on this standing leg, as on the lifted leg, to open that hip out. And then, okay, I'm going to lower that leg down, which is still working them, but just working them long, okay? And then I'm going to suck my right hip in and lift that leg a little bit more. Now my right hip is really engaged. This is really working. I'm not going to let go so much of all that, but what I'm going to do is slowly turn it back down, which is going to make this standing one work, but differently. Work long rather than work short. So you almost feel a stretch in that as you're squaring off the hips. So let's do it, okay? So we'll have the brick a little bit in front of us, okay? So that we don't go round it when we put our hands on it. And we're going to stand tall, have our legs together so that we can really hug in and find our center. And inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, squeeze the legs together and come down with your hands onto the brick. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. And as you exhale, you're going to lift the left foot up, flex it, and slide that left leg straight back behind you. Keep the foot flexed, squeeze the inner thighs together, lengthen the spine, take a breath. Now as you breathe out, we're going to slowly turn the left hip open to the left and maybe use the muscles to lift the leg up a little bit more. And as you breathe out, keep it turned out to the left, but begin to lower that leg down towards the floor with the foot turned out. And then inhale, suck that right hip in, lift that left leg, open it out a little bit more, lift it a little higher, some of you. Now as you exhale, you're going to square off the hip. So slowly turn that left hip down and feel your right outer hip working here. And then exhale, lower it down. Go into a soft forward bend, bending one knee and then the other a few times. Should we do the other side?
Yeah.
Okay, so get your hands onto the brick again. Okay. We do what we can, always, right? So have your legs a little closer, remind yourself to hug into the center. Take a deep breath in, lengthen the spine forward. Shoulders in line with the wrists, okay? And then exhale, this time you're going to lift your right foot, flex it, and slide it straight back behind you with all 5 toes pointing down, hips squared first, okay? And then from here, start to rotate the hips open to the right, so like you're going into half moon kind of pose, right? And then you're going to slowly keep that turn out, but lower the right foot down towards the floor with the turn out, okay? And then you're going to inhale, suck that left hip in, lift that right leg up even higher. And as you exhale, square off the hip. So you're turning your right hip down and feeling the work in the left outer hip here. And then exhale, lower the foot down. Okay? And then we're going to take our right foot to the outside of the left foot, so you're crossing at the ankle. Okay? And you can have your hands on the bricks, you can have your hands on the floor, but make sure both feet are firmly planted. Take a deep breath in and exhale, fold forward. And if you can straighten that left leg as much as you can, then you'll feel the stretch a little bit more. And inhale, lift back up, take your right foot out to the right again. And cross your left foot in front of the right, take it out to the right, okay? Ground the inside edge of the right foot in particular down into the mat. And as you exhale, fold over your legs, keeping the right leg somewhat straight so you can get a little lovely stretch there. And then inhale, uncross again. And exhale, come all the way up to stand. Inhale, reach it all up. Exhale, release it all down. Give it all a little wriggle. Okay. So, I thought we could do the inversion now. Get out of the way before we go and sit down. How about that? Okay. Those of you who want to do a headstand, either on the mat or at the wall, do it. Okay. If you don't want to do a full headstand and you want to do a half of it with me, then we'll do it together on the mat. okay? If you have that, you just lie down in there. If you have a cold and your sinuses are all blocked up, please lie down, have a break underneath your sacrum. A headstand is the last thing you need to be doing right now, okay? So if you want to do half headstand on the mat, we're just going to take ourselves back onto the hands and knees. And everybody bring your elbows down, forearms down, interlace the fingers and open the palms out. Have your thumbs pointing up and push the arms down. Place the back of the head in your hands, okay? And press the head and the hands against each other. Push the forearms down so that there's lightness in your head. Lift your knees up and walk your feet in any amount. Okay? Those going into a headstand, you know how to walk your feet in until you can lift up. Those of you not going into a full headstand, really work on pressing your arms down so that your head is light and maybe even possibly lifting off the floor. And you can try lifting one leg up and then the other. Okay, well, I mean, as in one at a time, you know. Squeeze your legs together, those of you up in your headstand, just to feel the hugging. And then you want to try opening the legs out. Flex the feet and open them out wide. Okay? Then go ahead and do that. Those of you who've done your half headstand, just come back down and rest. Okay? And anytime you've done it, come on down and have a little rest. Okay? So, Debs, if you want to put your elbows in more, not the feet, but the elbows, that's enough. Push the arms down so the muscles in the armpits are all working. And then everybody, let's just come down to sit, and we'll stretch the neck out before we do a little bit more. Okay. So when you're ready, we're going to sit tall and have our hands behind our head, like we were doing a headstand. Right? Bring the elbows forward and lift the neck up. With your hands, you're kind of lifting the neck out of the shoulders a little bit. And then relax, and we're going to take the right hand out to the right, and we're going to inhale, lift the left arm up, exhale, lean over to the right, relax the right ear down, and then lower the left arm away from your left ear, so you get a lovely stretch on the left side of your neck. Keep your right shoulder relaxed. And inhale, come back up. I'm not sure I have the insurance to be looking after them doing that, just don't kill yourself in here. Left arm down. Inhale, lift your right arm up. Exhale, bend the left elbow, reach over to the left, relax the left ear down, and then lower the right arm away from the right ear and breathe. And inhale, lift up, and exhale, extend the legs out. Okay? We're going to go into, I just remember what we were doing. But I thought, well, we'll just skip some of the more painful ones, and we'll do that tomorrow for those of you who come into class. We'll take the right foot to the outside of the left knee, okay? And you can stay with the left leg straight, or you can lean a little. And I forgot to say, have your bricks nearby so that you can reach them, okay? And make sure both sit bones are firmly on the mat, whichever version you're doing. And you want your right foot flat, your right knee pointing up. Okay, whatever version with a straight leg, bent knee, wrap your left arm across your right leg. And already, just allow the right knee to relax a moment. Now wrap and pull it in. Can you feel the outer hip? It's not engaging, it's relaxing, I hope. Inhale, lift your right arm up. Exhale, spin your chest to the right and lower the head down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And hug that right thigh across the chest a little bit more. So you're stretching out that right outer hip. And then a deep breath in. And exhale, turn back to the front. I can't help myself, I'm going to have to make you do it. So, we're going to bend the bottom knee now, everybody, okay? And what you're trying to do is you're going to try to take the feet out wide, the outside edges of the feet on the floor. Now, for a lot of us, that is horrible, so you might find that you need to come forward and sit up on a brick for this to even come close to being, right? So let's just see if we can all get to some version of this, okay? That's it, are we okay? Yeah, you're not going to fall off it, are you? That's okay, that's okay. We're going to now lean to the right. So you're going to take your right hand down, okay? And inhale, lift the left arm up. And exhale, lean all the way to the right. Okay? If it's really too much, okay, you can still do it with this leg just anywhere comfortable, but bent, and then lean, and you'll still get some of it, okay? There you go. And then just lean over to that side. And then just bend it a little bit, so just any amount. Okay? And then inhale, come up. And we're going to hold our right knee with our right hand and our right foot with our left hand. And you can come off the brick now because otherwise you will fall. Okay? And take your left knee out to the side a little bit more. Okay? And then, you know when we do that sucking the standing leg in and suddenly we can lift the other leg higher. Okay? When you're sitting down, it's almost impossible to suck that in. But what you can do is when you shorten your side body going to that side, you're as good as engaging those muscles, okay? So holding on to this, we're going to lean over to the left, okay? And then take your left hand over the top of your right foot. Bring your right hand underneath, and if you have a brick nearby, you can place your right hand onto the brick, okay? And then hug that leg in nice and tight. Okay? Keep leaning to the left, keep spinning your right thigh bone in, and then start to work that leg any amount towards straight, okay? Some of you will straighten it, some of you won't. Some of you will straighten it and have enough room to spin underneath it. Okay? And then we're going to bend that top knee. So have a little rest if you've had enough. If you want to go into the arm balance, you take your hands down to the floor or to the bricks. Okay? So the bricks are really helpful. Squeeze that right thigh into your right arm. Lean forward, lift your bum a little already. Okay? And then you can creep your left leg over the top. Squeeze your right arm with your legs as you lean forward. And then come down like nothing had happened. Okay? So I kind of cheated a little today, and not cheated, I'm doing it differently. Normally I get you to get your legs into place. Today I'm getting you to lean forward and lift your bum already because that is a progression. You might not be able to get your feet completely in place, but if you can lift your bum a little, you're already balancing, aren't you? Shall we extend the legs, give them a shake to the other side? I'm going to run out of time, aren't I? As always. Left foot to the outside of the right knee. And then if you're doing the full pose, you bend that bottom. It's all the full pose. If you're doing this version, bend it. Wrap your right arm across your left knee and guide the knee across the chest a little. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, spin your chest to the left, lower the hand down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist and guide that knee across a little more if you can. Breathe. And a deep breath in. And exhale, turn back to center. So we're going to do that cow face pose again. So if you want to sit on bricks, sit on bricks. You can sit on more than one brick if you wish. Okay? Otherwise, if you're not sitting on brick, you're just taking your right foot out to the left, left foot out to the right, stacking the knees on top of each other into cow face pose. So that will do. That will do. Just like that is fine. We're going to take the left hand down. Okay? Grounding the right hip down. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale and lean over to the left. And hopefully you feel your right hip a little, especially if you push that left hand down a bit. So you send that right hip down to the floor a little bit more. Yeah. And then inhale, come back up. I know I feel like that sometimes. We're going to hold the left knee with our left hand and the left foot with our right hand. And forgot to say, if you have your bricks there, that might help, okay? And then we're going to take our right hand over the top of our left foot, lean all the way to the right, spin your left thigh bone in, and take your left arm under to the inside of the leg, and nudge that leg up, okay? And then here, you've got to really keep that leg hugging in to release your left hand down, either onto the brick or onto the floor, and then take your right hand down, okay? And then you have to lean forward, push and lift your bum up. And that might be enough, or you can start to take that right leg. Oh, I forgot to stretch it out. I'm taking you into the arm balance first. Sorry, Rachel's already in it. But anyway, let's do that again. So, spin that thigh bone out, put your left hand down, and then if you can extend it, extend it. If not, just don't worry about it. And if you've extended it and you've got space to spin underneath your top arm, put your hip down. And now we can do the arm balance. Bend it, bring it down, hand down, squeeze it in. Both hands down, keep squeezing that left leg in, lean forward, lift your bum. And that could be enough. Or you could slide your right leg out from underneath you, cross it on top, squeeze and lean. Fabulous. And then come down like nothing can happen. Rotate your wrist up. Well done. Okay? So you're there, you just need to tip forward. Okay? Rotate the wrists out. And the other way. And I completely forgot that there was another balance I wanted you to do, but never mind. Not today then. Shall we have a little lie down for bridge pose and maybe wheel pose, and then we're going to stretch the outer hips out a little bit more, and then we're going to relax. Okay? So lie down, bend the knees. Have your feet either hip width or wider if that's more comfortable for you, and ankles underneath the knees, arms in robot arm position. Okay? Pressing the upper arms into the floor, getting your shoulder blades hugging the spine as you breathe in. As you breathe out, press into your feet and curl your tailbone up, lift your spine up off the mat. Okay? And then think about really grounding the arms down to lift the chest, grounding the feet down to lift the bum. And you can take your hands underneath you, interlace the fingers, and wriggle your upper arms under your back, pushing the arms into the mat to get the chest lifting, and caressing the white fluffy birds in the arches of your feet by drawing the front of your feet and the back of your feet towards each other without engaging the toes. So let the toes be relaxed. Big toe mound, little toe mound, and the heel drawing towards each other. And then exhale, release the hands and slowly come on down. And we're just going to do it one more time, so don't go into any stretchy mode yet. Okay? So those of you who want to go into wheel, take your hands by your ears, fingers pointing in, and check that your elbows are stacked above the wrist. Okay? And everybody, if you're going into bridge arms in robot arm position, and when you're ready, take a deep breath in, get the shoulder blades hugging the spine, and as you breathe out, lift up into bridge or wheel. And if you're in bridge, interlace your fingers, wriggle your arms underneath you, push the arms down, push the feet down. If you're in wheel, same thing, press into the feet, into the hands. And then when you've had enough, if you're in wheel, tuck the chin in and lower down. If you're in bridge, release the hands, come on down. Keep the knees bent, feet wide, knees together. Okay? Arms wrapped across the chest so that you're holding the opposite shoulder blades. Okay? Bum down, knees together, feet wide, and breathe into the back body. And then release your arms down. Okay? And you're going to lift your feet up off the mat. And you're going to cross your right thigh on top of the left. So a nice tight cross so that it's like that cow face pose we were doing. And exhale, lift your head and shoulders off the floor. Okay? And you're going to either hold the front knee or you're going to hold the ankles and pull them away from each other and draw your thighs in towards you and relax your head back down. And gently rock side to side. And then some of you will stop holding the feet, take your arms out and drop the knees down to the left and come into the twist. Some of you will hold on to your feet and draw your left foot towards your left buttock. Extend your right leg out as you roll over to the left and then spin your chest back up towards the ceiling. So 2 different options. You do the one that feels good for you, okay, and breathe. So it's just a twist, it's all we want to do. Okay. And then exhale next time, roll back onto your back and keep your feet off the mat. We're going to cross the left thigh on top. Use our out breath to lift our head and shoulders off the floor and either hold the ankles or hold the front knee. And then draw the legs a little closer to your chest and relax the head back down. And gently rock side to side. So all we're doing next is we're going to twist to the right. Okay? So if holding on to your feet is horrible, let it go and just twist to the right. If you're happy to hold, the right hand, the right foot is going to come towards your right buttock. And you're going to roll to the right, extending that left leg, so the top leg, out to the right, and then spin your chest up towards the ceiling. So any twist to the right is fine. Just find yourself in a comfortable twist. And then exhale next time, back up to center, and hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little cuddle. And then you might want to just grab some warm layers. We're not going to be here for hours, so, you know, if you can throw a jumper over you, put some socks on so that we can go into relaxation a little faster than normal, then please do. Sorry, it's my fault, I know, but, you know, I want you to get some relaxation too.
That was an idea.
No, relax, damn it. I'll come around and beat you if you're not relaxed. So once you're lying down, okay, find yourself comfortable, and I'm just going to guide you visually through your body, sort of, yeah, I might not get all the bits of your body, but I want you to imagine that you're placing a little tea light on all these little spots on your body so that you are aware of them, okay? So let's just take one deep breath in and hold the breath for a moment, gather up all the tension in your body, and exhale with a big sigh and let it all go. And then take your attention to the crown of the head and imagine that you're placing a little tea light at the crown of the head. And a little tea light at the center of your head, right in the middle. And down to the notch between your collarbones, to your right shoulder, your right elbow, your right palm, to the notch between your collarbones, your left shoulder, your left elbow, your left palm, to the notch between your collarbones, to the center of your chest, to the center of your belly, to the center of the pelvic floor, to the right hip, right knee, and the sole of the right foot, to the center of the pelvic floor, to the left hip, left knee, sole of the left foot, to the center of the pelvic floor again, center of the belly, and then to the center of your chest, and rest in your heart space, and relax. 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 Gently come back again to the breath and the body, and start to encourage the breath to be a little deeper, a little longer, breath by breath. And as you do that, move your mind's eye around your body and notice where you might need to send a little bit more love, a little more encouragement to relax. And when you notice where those areas are, say a little thank you to the muscles and invite them to soften. And then let's take a deep breath of love and gratitude in and hold the breath for a moment. Allow love and gratitude to flow to every single cell of your amazing being. And sigh love and gratitude out to all beings on earth. And then make little movements that you feel your body needs right now. Okay? I know I normally tell you how to move, But for now, notice how you need to move before you come up. Okay? Your body actually does tell you just have to listen and become aware. Okay? So where do you need it most? Right now, go for that. Okay? And then once you've done all you need to do, bring the knees into the chest, wrap your arms across your legs, give yourself a big cuddle, and rock gently side to side. And then roll over to one side, take a breath, and come on up, and we'll do our 3 Oms together like we always do. So sitting up tall, you can relax your hands and you can bring your palms together and eyes can be softly opened or closed, and take a deep breath in. And when you're ready to breathe out next time, bow your head down to your heart, thank yourself for being totally amazing, and maybe thank each other too. Om Shanti, thank you everybody. Thank you. We're okay.